Use of public funds to support new development can be controversial. What are your thoughts on using public money to finance a new stadium or sports complex? Is this a good investment for the local community, or is it something that only benefits a few private interests? And as you just mentioned, in the case of our homegrown NFL team, the owner accrues all the benefit for the profit. Of course, as a real estate developer, if I'm the real estate developer, I want any benefit I can. If the state will give me $5 million, on top of what I want to put in, great, that's fantastic. But do the owners really need that?
You mentioned a key word, controversial, and it is. Owners in my familiarity is more with the National Football League, and about a month ago, the National Football League did their television rights revenue distribution to the 32 owners of 32 member teams in the National Football League. Each of those owners got a check for $226 million as their share of the TV rights revenues. So I could understand why John Public out there is going, why should we build these stadiums to put money in the pockets of these owners? We've seen the rise of sports franchise go from $196 million here in Philadelphia to over $2 billion of value in these sports franchises. So I can see where the public say, we're not, in California, they're going to build a new stadium somewhere in Los Angeles. We're not quite sure where yet, but it's not going to have public funding. It's going to have private money. It's going to have NFL money. It's going to have new ownership money. To me, I think that's the way it should go. But I can see where it's controversial because when these if San Diego moves from San Diego to Los Angeles, there are going to be some angry people in San Diego. Number one, it's going to hurt that town economically, but it's going to have a huge impact, in Los Angeles or Carson or Inglewood, wherever they're going to build that stadium. So, but I know in California they've clearly made a statement that we're not going to use public money to build these stadiums for these owners who are now have the franchise worth billions of dollars.
Very interesting. Finally, let's talk about golf courses for a moment, something you seem to know quite a bit about. How do these properties interact with the surrounding communities and the real estate markets? Especially when you're acquiring a new course, what efforts do you make to sort of interact?
Well, I think it's important that there is community involvement. My golf courses, and I've been in the golf course business since 1979, so I've seen the whole ebb and flow of the golf industry. And I'm very proud of my track record in the ability to run golf courses and run them profitably. While most people are down on the golf industry and down on the golf business, I'm bullish on it. And I look at opportunities literally every single day. If you can buy right in the right area, I'll buy them. I'm involved with the ownership of 7 golf courses right now, 4 in New Jersey, another one coming on board in about 90 days. 2 in Pennsylvania and 1 in West Virginia. So I'm bullish on the golf industry and how it interacts with the community is very important. Everyone is so concerned about our environment and open space. And I think the golf industry cares about that as much as anything. Yes, we have a business, we have to run that business, we have to pay our bills, and we have to make a profit. The basic fundamentals of how business in this country operate. But there's also open space. And I will tell you this, superintendents, people that maintain the grass and cut the trees and maintain the water, they are so concerned about doing it the right way. And while there's so much concern about our environment, the Golf Course Superintendents Association, the PGA of America, and golf course owners all care about taking care of that open space. So from a community value, it's very, very important that golf courses are part of the fabric of the community.
It's very interesting. Well, Ron, thank you very much for joining us today. I really appreciate you taking a few minutes to do it.
Great to be here.
Thank you very much for joining us, everybody. Andrew Benioff with the Llenrock blog with Ron Jaworski. Thank you.